Okay, so I think I'm going to show you 3 or 4 different examples in how to accomplish those in short little videos. The first one would be to actually do it from the image that you're either looking at or the image that you've printed out of a picture of someplace you've been, or let's say on vacation or something like that that you want to recapture. So I prefer to go like this to make it the size to paint into 3/4 across the page. I just think it's more interesting and it's more fun. So first of all, if you look at the colors that you're looking at, and this one is mostly blue and green, light green, dark green, light green. There's 3 greens in there. And here's light green. I don't know how many you have, but the yellow also to go for this color right here. The blue to go for the sky, and kind of a brownish color for the trees. Now, without this actually being a full-on art lesson, I'm going to keep it short and fast. So I would start by taking your blue pencil and deciding kind of where you want the sky to be, if you want all this to be grass or if you want the sky to come down further. However, I'm going to kind of do it by the way it is in the image, and that is the sky is about right in here. Okay, so I'm just going to really quickly go like this, take my pencil, just get a color going. Random, fast, not random necessarily, but fast, loose. The looser you can be, the better. This is not about detail. This is about recording a memory, or recording for later on the memory of sitting in your back porch and looking. Okay, so up here at the very top, you can see there's a light, almost yellow. I'm going to go ahead and put yellow in there. And then it's going to be darker, and then it's going to be a light yellow again. And once again, you are looking, without giving a full-on art lesson, you're looking at the shapes. Try to notice the shapes. This is a long shape across here, a long shape across there. So let's go ahead and put it in, and you can always make things up too. That, not everybody feels like they can do that, but you really can. You can do whatever you want. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing. And I'm seeing, now I'm looking out there and I'm seeing actually my bushes, which have this shape right there. Make sure you always go over the page. That's just a really fun thing to do. All right, I happen to have this lighter green color, so I'm going to come in my bushes with this. And then I'm going to look and see there's a lighter color kind of in here. The darker color is usually always in the front, and it gets lighter as it goes back, as it recedes back into the atmosphere. Okay, this is a little bit darker green I'm going to put in the front. Once again, we're not trying to be, in this type of a lesson, I'm not trying to show preciseness. I'm just trying to get you to loosen up, have your eye, and record what your eye sees. And when you do that, you're talking about shapes. You're recording shapes. Okay, that is really loose, and I know that it doesn't really look like anything, but I want you to take a brush, one of your brushes, have a piece of watercolor paper here, and just start going like this, because these are watercolor pencils. Just like this. Go over the 2 pages, all in the center. There, you can even, act like there's a little cloud in there. If you want to make a little cloud, you just wipe out some. Oh, there's blue. Now let's get some that's really nice and light up against that horizon line in here. And this is a journal page. It's not a finished, completed watercolor. So I hope that you can feel really loose about this. And even though like this, the colors aren't exactly accurate, they are kind of accurate. Since your brush is wet, you can go down there and do that. I make it personally a little messy because I think it looks cool. And may want to make this a little bit darker. Okay, we'll stop right there. And I'm going to go in with a darker green and make this a little bit darker in here so you have some contrast. So this is actually darker. Once again, you're just doing this as fast as you can. It's pretty much abstract, I guess. And then we have a little bit of dark up here. Wherever you see the dark, go back in, fill in. And take that. And your pages will get a little crinkly because it's not watercolor paper, but it's very common to put water on these pages, on journal pages, so don't worry about that. Get a little more water down here. And at least it gives you the idea of what you're looking at. And I personally love that.